Leggings are an essential wardrobe item for either boys or girls, and they're quick to create. There's a choice of style lengths given, depending on the size, or you could adjust them to the length you want. One pattern piece, front and back legs together, and 2 on the straight grain. Cutting the fabric for your leggings, only one pattern piece. Fold your fabric over so it's wide enough to fit this, and pin it on the straight grain and cut it out closely to the pattern violin piece, and make your markings for your front and back of your leggings in the crotch. The first thing we're going to do is hem the lower leg of the leggings. We're going to fold the lower edge of the legging to the wrong side with a 1.5 centimetre hem, and we're going to pin right across and top stitch that on the right side. You can choose to use zigzag, running stitch or the twin needle. I tend to use a twin needle because of the zigzag on the back holding it down and neatening it off. Need to trim the excess fabric and press from the wrong side once you're finished. Inner leg seam. We're going to put the right sides of the fabric together on one leg, and we're going to match it evenly on the hem and at the crotch, and pin in between. Use as many pins as you need. The seam is sewn from the crotch to the hem with zigzag stitch. Back stitch to begin with, and don't pull on the fabric or else you'll stretch the seam out of proportion. It'll look all messy. And back stitch when you finish. If you don't quite line up the hem, unpick about 5 centimetres and start from the hem and work back up to where the seam finished. At the bottom, at the cuff, we're going to tack the seam to the cuff towards the back of the pants so that it doesn't irritate or fall down. And we're going to press the seam towards the back as well. I've used a piece of cardboard as a hard base to work on. And now we're going to tack back that seam. Pin it first, and you're just doing it with straight stitch, 6 stitches in, 6 stitches out, and a little back stitch to hold it in place. Just straight stitch is fine, and it'll match the top stitching of the twin needle. And we're on to the crotch. Turn one leg right side out and slip it inside the other leg. That means that the leg you will have on the outside will be the wrong side out. With the right sides facing of the two crotches, we're going to pin them first at the back of the waist, the front of the waist, and at the inner leg seam. Then we'll match our markings and pin in between. So we're ready to sew, all pinned up, and we sew this from the front to the back. And we're sewing it with zigzag, so we need to secure the seam to start with. Take it slowly because it's a curved seam, and secure it when we get to the end as well. I suggest that you clip and neaten the seam to increase the strength, and press it to one side. I use the tailor hem to do pressing on curved seams. It's quite good when you come to quite a tight curve, and it actually looks like I'm trying to press a chicken or a turkey. So nice neat seam, all ironed in one direction. Waist opening. Measure around your child's waist and cut elastic to that length and add 2 centimetres for the overlap. Pin the overlap, sew it with zigzag, and that loop we're going to put within the waistband on the wrong side fold the fabric from the top of your leggings over with a 1 centimetre seam allowance past the elastic, pin on the wrong side all the way round, and we're going to sew it on the right side using whatever top stitching you've used for your leggings already. I'm using twin needle. Pull on the elastic, not the fabric, as you go round, and backstitch to begin and end to secure your seam, and press your legging waistband from the wrong side.